Lights up. For a long time, this is how I would start rehearsal scenes with actors at heart. Hillsborough Actors Repertory Theater. And this is how we opened this little play about heart, Diana, and me. It all started with a little dream when I was 11 years old. And that dream became my reality 25 years later in 1994 as a mother of six in Hillsborough, Oregon. Funny thing, I have always heard people remark they did it all by themselves. But you know what? No one does anything all by themselves, ever. And that includes making my little dream of having a theater company a reality. There were my children who helped build Heart. Jeremy spent his 14th summer drywalling and working side by side with local businessman Greg LaHaye to turn the old J.C. Penney's building on Main Street into a real live, genuine theater. Oh, Jeremy had a lot of pride in that, and equally a lot of opportunity to explore being a teenager while we, his parents, Don and I, were busy building and marketing and carrying on as the seven, oh, don't make that eight little boys of Hillsborough, Oregon. There were sons Jonathan, Daniel, Nick, and even baby Joseph, newborn just 2 months before Heart opened its doors to the public. And they all had to give up an easygoing childhood summer while their parents, with the help of a lot of really good community people, built a dream in a little town that had never had a real live theater. And then there was my daughter, Diana Christine Brookins, the oldest, my only girl. At 15, she couldn't have been more over the moon about a theater because she had a dream too. So, this is my tribute to my only girl. These are my memories. It's still a little rough. It's a lifetime work in progress. But isn't that what life is really all about? I was 21 when I found out her life was filling up inside of me. I was a soldier in the U.S. Army, married to another soldier, and for he and I, this was our ultimate life experience. And despite the discomfort of first-time motherhood, I felt for the first time in my life I was doing the most important work of the world, the work of creating another human being. It seemed to me that even when I was sitting in a rocking chair, I was incredibly important in history. Silly now. It seems that this life within me was destined for all manners of greatness.
Mama, look! Look at me dance!
I see you. Oh, look at you. Are you a ballerina?
No, Mama, I'm a damselfly.
Don't you mean a flutterby butterfly?
I'm a damselfly.
Well, okay then. You're a damselfly.
Am I pretty, Mama?
Oh, you are the prettiest. And you can dance and fly and sparkle in the sun.
That's why I like damselflies, because they sparkle.
Well, you are my sparkle plenty girl.
I know. Mama? Mama!
Yes, Diana, honey, what is it? What do you need?
Mama, how old are damselflies?
What?
How old are they when they die?
Damselflies, well, damselflies, it said they never die.
What do you mean, Mama?
Well, if I've got this right, I think, well, a damselfly is a symbol of living again.
You mean a symbol, like for sewing?
No. A symbol.
Oh, like one of those big round things that people hit together to make a loud noise. A symbol.
No. The thing that I'm talking about is a symbol. It's a picture of what something means.
I don't understand.
Oh, geez. I'm not explaining this very well, am I? Let me grab the encyclopedia. Okay, there we go. Damselflies. Here we go. Okay. The meaning of damselflies changes with each culture, but the main symbolisms are renewal, positive force, and the power of life in general.
I understand.
You do? Really?
Yes, I do.
Well, maybe you can explain it to me someday.
Okay, Mama. Mama, I love you.
Want to know how much I love you? This much.
Damselflies, a symbol of rebirth, being born again, of living again. I thought of the time I directed her in a wonderful play called The Chicago Gypsies. Oh, yeah. I was the maniacal mama actress director combo, and I held her, my only daughter, back from the theater to protect her from rejection. That's what we both thought. But by the time the easy, sweet years of our early childhood were past, our mother-daughter relationship had changed, exploding into and morphing into many difficult and unexpected situations. We had gone past our exasperation date with each other. I tried and she tried, and we both tried to be good to each other. But the more we tried, the more monsters sprang up between us. And these little monsters kept at us and kept growing in size. And the one thing that tethered us to each other was theater. She wanted the stage, and I didn't understand how much the stage wanted her. And when I thought she could handle it, and when I couldn't stand the begging and the whining and the pleading and the bargaining a second longer, and oh my goodness, she was good at it. She got her opportunity.
Mom, I really, really want to try out for the part of Charlie. I think I can do it.
Honey, I have no doubt that you can do it. But you know, from watching me, that it takes a lot of time, and this is a professional cast. I mean, I am paying them, and it isn't grade school, and it's going to be reviewed, and I just want to have a fair audition.
Don't call my acting grade school.
Hey, I'm not.
That's what you think it is, right?
No, Diana, you know I know how talented you are. You're my daughter. You get it from me. You are probably way more talented than I was, and I can see that. I want others to see you the way that I do, but I'm afraid that they won't.
What does that mean? You mean you think I'm fat? My hair is bad and frizzy? You mean I don't look like a cheerleader or a Barbie doll like all the other girls?
You're wrong, sweetheart. I think you are beautiful, very beautiful. It's just that
Mom, then stop blowing me off. Here, watch me. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. A tale of two cities. I love that book. I love that beginning.
Hey, it's more than having a good audition. It's about a lot more. And I think it would be tough on you having me as a director.
Yeah, it's already tough on me having you as a mother.
That is exactly what I am talking about. Seriously, you would not be able to smart mouth me like that in a rehearsal.
I'm sorry, Mom. I promise I won't smart mouth you. I can do it, Mom, please. I swear. I'm 14 now. I think I can handle you. I think I can do this professionally. I can memorize fast. You know that. I totally get the character of Charlie, and I can get along with any cast. Mom, I can do this.
It goes against everything I think I should be doing right now. And it may be totally wrong for the theater company, but okay, ride with me to the audition tomorrow. Work on some of Act One, and be almost memorized before we get there. And I'm gonna watch and see how you match up against Devin and Cindy and a couple others.
Really?
Okay?
Oh, thank you, Mom.
Oh,
Thank you, thank
oh,
you.
geez, I must have lost my mind. Oh, except for the part that knows that you would make a great Charlie.
Right, huh?
Mm.
I know what it's like to be in a theater family.
That's for sure.
You know, Mom, I never really thought you actually believed in what I can do on stage.
Didn't I just cast you in Cheaper by the Dozen?
Well, yeah, but that was a kiddie show. I never thought you believed in me enough to put me on the main stage.
Honey, I do believe in you.
I won't let you down, I promise.
Okay, get busy then. Knock everybody's socks off.
Well, that's show business. 1 minute you're open, the next minute you're closed. The next minute you're closed. Okay. I'll show her. I can do this. No more kiddie shows for me. I am ready for the big leagues, the reviews, the applause. I just have to show Mom that I'm as good as her professional cast. Better than she seems to think that I am. I am Charlie. I am Charlie. I am Charlie. But I wish I was like those other girls. No, what makes me like Charlie is my different look. I am Charlie. I'm different. I'm quirky. Gotta watch my attitude in rehearsals. But this is my part. Okay, I know that this is my part, but Mom doesn't know that yet. So I've got to nail this audition. But it'll be so easy because I am Charlie and Charlie is me. Okay. Well, that's show business. 1 minute you're open, the next minute you're closed. Expect the unexpected, Daddy says, and you won't be disappointed.
Hey everyone, how y'all doing?
Hi.
Good to see
Hi.
you. I'm glad you're here. Okay, well, this is a rather informal audition. As you know, the next main stage production is a moody, dramatic comedy with a small, intimate cast. It's set at Christmas time during the Depression, and it is a troupe who happens to be a real family. Sound familiar, anyone? So I hope that you've all had a chance to look over your parts and have an individual sense of what the show's about. Anybody have any questions?
Yes, first I just wanted to say thanks again for the opportunity and to say I really do get this, Dad. I just wanted to know, are any of the parts pre-cast?
Oh, good question. And by the way, you are very welcome. And I absolutely adored you in Brighton Beach Memoirs, which is why you're here tonight.
Thank you. And my mother thanks you too.
Oh boy. All right. Well, to answer your question, I do have a strong sense of how I want the family to look and how I want them to interact. I have you here and Cindy tonight, and I've asked Diana to step in and read for Charlie if you two don't mind.
Oh, not at all. I love Diana. It's so good to see you, honey.
I do have another set of actors coming in tomorrow, and I'll make my decision by the weekend. Cindy, if I cast you, will you be able to work through the holidays?
Absolutely, completely. You had me at Cindy, will you audition for me?
Great. Okay, well, without any further ado, why don't the three of you get up on your feet and let's hear what you got.
I left my script in the car, Mom.
Okay, go get it.
She really has grown up since I saw her last. By the way, who do you have in mind for Charlie?
Well, I do have several actresses in mind, but Diana asked if she could read tonight, and I thought I'd see how she does with you two.
I heard she's really coming on as an actress, your little girl. What's she done in the last year?
Well, she just finished a children's theater production.
Oh, that's special. Was it for school?
No, it was community theater called Theater in the Grove.
Oh, I know it. My kids used to be in them. They do
Yeah.
nice little kiddie shows out there.
They do. They do.
Great. I mean, who else do you have in mind for Charlie?
Well, that little girl who played Nora with you in Brighton Beach Memoirs, I've asked her to come tomorrow night and read with Paul.
Oh, great choice. I like her very much.
Mm-hmm.
And Paul, yes, he's been doing real work lately.
He has. Yeah.
Excuse me, Mom. It's not in the car. I can't find it.
Diana, why didn't you double check before we left to make sure you had it?
Oh, sorry. You were in such a rush.
I know what you're going through. My Mandy, she's such hard work lately.
Never mind. Here, take this script. And we are starting at page 24, beginning with Charlie's first line. You need to apologize to the other actors.
Sorry, Devin. Sorry, Cindy. I was sure I had it when I left the house, but Mom was in such a hurry.
Okay, can we just get a running start on this, please, Diana? Devin and Cindy have other places to be.
Oh, no, this isn't a problem at all. I have plenty of time tonight.
Well, actually, I do have things to do, so I need to get started.
Oh, Kim, I'm sorry. I forgot. I have something to do too.
Okay, sure. It's understood. All right, so page 24, starting with Charlie's first line. Lights up.
Mama's got a temporary selling job at a dime store for the Christmas season, and Daddy's making signs with stencils.
And with your salary and me selling the season's greeting signs to cleaners, and filling stations and restaurants.
I love this sparkly stuff you sprinkle on the letters.
Fritter, that's called. Razzle dazzle 'em. They'll fall for this like a ton of bricks. These signs are going to sell like hotcakes. We'll get enough together to make it to Christmas easy. I don't doubt that for a minute.
Oh, yeah. We'll be on Easy Street, Johnny. Come on, don't kid yourself. There's not going to be any Christmas this year. Don't get Carolina's hopes up.
Sorry, Mama, my hopes aren't up.
Well, there's no reason for anybody's hopes to be down here either.
Look for the silver lining.
We've been in worse spots before. Remember in Missouri, the car got snowed in and we had to stay overnight in that farmhouse?
They had all the baby pigs inside by the stove so they wouldn't freeze.
I was tempted to get into farming, sitting around that base burner, talking to those friendly down-homey folks.
Johnny, for crying out loud, you see a barn, all you can think is, hey, let's put on a show. Some farmers we'd make. That life is no bed of roses either, you know.
Don't I know that? I was raised on a farm, remember?
Yes, and ran away to join a carnival when you were 16.
I never regretted it. I never would have gone into show business and met you if I hadn't left the farm.
Yes, and I never would have met you if I hadn't run away from being a telephone operator in Akron.
Destiny.
I sure wouldn't be here if you hadn't both run away to meet each other.
And baby makes three. So believe me when I tell you, folks, we've been in worse fixes before.
You bet your sweet life we have.
And we never let it get us down, right?
All right, stop. I like this matchup, Cindy and Devin. Oh my goodness. Diana, can you bring a little more piss and vinegar to her, but at the same time, show what it's like trying to live up to your mother's talent?
Life imitating art.
What did you say?
Nothing.
Good. Let's see what you can bring.
Okay, I can do it.
Cindy, so this show is about a traveling theater family, and as the lead actress, you are the diva. But you have not been able to see your daughter's talent as Charlie's father has. I like to see how that plays out here, okay?
Got it.
All right, good. Devin, let's see you as the man between these two women. All right,
Very
let's see
good.
how that plays.
I like that.
Okay, very good. Okay, let's go ahead and start with Charlie's line. Mama's got a temporary selling job, and start whenever you're ready and in character. Lights up.
Mama's got a temporary selling job at a dime store for the Christmas season, and Daddy's making signs with stencils.
And with your salary and me selling the season's greeting signs to cleaners and filling stations and restaurants.
I love this sparkly stuff you sprinkle on the letters.
Old fritter, that's called. Razzle dazzle 'em. They'll fall for this like a ton of bricks. These signs are going to sell like hotcakes. We'll get enough together to make it to Christmas easy. I don't doubt that for a minute.
Oh, yeah, we'll be on Easy Street, Johnny. Come on, don't kid yourself. There's not going to be any Christmas this year. Don't get Carolina's hopes up.
Don't worry, Mama, my hopes aren't up.
Well, there's no reason for anybody's hopes to be down here either.
Look for the silver lining.
We've been in worse spots before. Remember in Missouri, the car got snowed in? We had to stay overnight in that farmhouse.
They had all the baby pigs inside by the stove so they wouldn't freeze.
I was tempted to get into farming, sitting around that base burner, talking to those friendly down-homey folks.
Johnny, for crying out loud, you see a barn, all you can think of is, hey, let's put on a show. Some farmers we'd make. That life's no bed of roses either, you know.
Oh, don't I know that? I was raised on a farm, remember?
Yes, and ran away to join the carnival when you were 16.
I never regretted it. I never would have gone into show business. Met you if I hadn't left the farm.
And I never would have met you if I hadn't run away from being a telephone operator in Akron.
Destiny.
Well, I sure wouldn't be here if you hadn't both run away to meet each other.
And baby makes 3. So believe me when I tell you, folks, we've been in worse fixes before.
Bet your sweet life we have.
And we never let it get us down, right?
All right, stop.
Oh,
Good.
man,
Wow.
that was excellent, Diana.
Thank you.
That really felt good, too.
Yeah, I felt the love, didn't you?
I
Oh,
did.
yeah.
I did.
So, Mom,
Okay, so I don't think I need to see any more tonight because I know y'all have to leave.
Mom, what do you think?
So I am gonna have that little girl who played Nora. What was her name?
I think it was this Amanda.
Um, okay, that's right. I'm gonna have
Amber.
her
Amber,
Amber.
I'm sorry.
Amber, that's it. Yeah, Amber. I'm gonna have her read with Paul and Cindy. Oh, Cindy, can you come back tomorrow?
Absolutely.
Okay, perfect.
Mom,
Good.
can I come tomorrow too?
Okay, hold on a minute, Diana. Give me a second. Devin, I will give you a call by Saturday at the latest, okay?
That's fine. That's fine. I don't have any scheduling conflicts except the week of April 13th.
Okay, good.
Mom.
Okay, Diana, we will talk in the car. All right. Thanks, guys, for coming tonight, and we'll get back to you as soon as I can.
My pleasure, as always. And Diana, what a grown-up actress you're becoming.
He really has grown up, Kim.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye, guys.
Take care.
Okay,
We'll see
bye.
you.
We'll see you.
Mom, I nailed it. I know I did. You saw it.
Yes, I did. Have you read the entire script?
I did, Mom. I read it like 3 times.
Well, when did you have time to do that?
I grabbed a script the day you got them. I've been reading it every night.
It showed. I really liked what you did a lot.
Really?
Yeah, I did.
Are you still going to have that Amber read? Mom, she's not right. She's too pretty. God, she's a gymnast and a cheerleader. Ugh, she wouldn't be right, Mom. Charlie needs to be like me. A little quirky, different. Remember, she doesn't fit in with all the kids in the town she ends up while traveling with her family. Mom, this is my part. I am Charlie. There is not anyone around who can get this girl but me. Mom, I will do anything that you need while we're rehearsing to make things easier.
Oh, wow. You will, huh? Such as?
I'll help you with baby Joseph. I promise to help with the kitchen.
Okay, what about homework? You know, this is a no-go unless you keep up with school.
Everything. I will do it all if you just give me Charlie. I won't ask for anything else until like 2 Christmases from now. This can be my present. I'm even saving you money because you don't have to pay me.
Well, now that's an offer I can hardly refuse, except for one thing. I do have to audition a few others, and if someone comes in stronger than you,
I understand, but they won't. I promise.
And do you know what my biggest worry is?
What?
You smart mouthing me in front of the cast. I won't have it. I promise you. You do it, and I will give that part to some other girl so fast it will make your head spin.
You wouldn't do that.
Oh, but I would.
You would not do that to me.
I would not want to, but I would. So, as long as we have an understanding, I will really and truly consider you for the part of Charlie.
I understand. But do you still have to audition that Amber thing?
Oh, come on, honey. She does a fine job on stage. Stop being so jealous.
I know. It just seems like girls like her, they get everything they want. It seems like I have to fight so hard for what I deserve.
Yeah, I guess it seems that way now.
Mom, thank you for letting me come tonight.
Okay, but you need to understand, I have not made my decision.
But you are leaning toward me. Please, please, please.
Oh, I am. I really am. You really did great tonight. But don't ever forget your script again.
I promise.
You are making an awful lot of promises here. You forget any of them.
Oh, Mom.
Oh, Mom, what?
Oh, Mom, I just love you.
I love you too. Now start memorizing those lines.
I know I made a lot of promises. Hopefully I can keep them. No, I intend to keep them. I can't believe it. I know she's probably only auditioning others because she's afraid I'm going to smart mouth her and argue with her in front of the cast. Or maybe, just maybe, she really wants to give another girl a chance. But they can't top me. I am Charlie, and Charlie is me.
Diana, come on.
I did give a part to that girl Amber, but she was playing Edith, one of Charlie's classmates who bullies her about being a gypsy. And Diana got her wish, the part of Charlie, the preteen traveling gypsy actress. No one else fit the part as well as she did. Well, the first weeks of rehearsal were rough, as I knew they would be. I thought my cast was going to mutiny and leave me adrift in the sea of plays that get into rehearsal and never make it in front of an audience. This was my first main stage production in a little theater, and the dream was to leave this venue and move into a much bigger one. A lot was riding on the success of the Chicago Gypsies. And Diana, despite wanting desperately to manage the whole mother-daughter thing, couldn't help herself. She would stop dead center stage, break character, and say something like,
Mom, I am doing what you said, but it's all wrong. It just isn't working for me. Why can't you just let me be Charlie the way I want to? You are not right about this scene. Just because you own this theater doesn't mean you're always right.
and I must have said something like, not even
What did you say?
Well, I guess I must have looked like Medusa at this point, or maybe Zeus shooting thunderbolts across the theater. And I could see Devin and Cindy squirming on stage. Devin's eyes were rolling around in his sockets as though he wished he could have root canal surgery instead. And Cindy kept smiling, but the smile was so tight by now I thought her face would crack. And if this had been the first time Diana had stopped the scene, maybe I would have let it go. But it was more like take number 75. And then I decided to have the conversation with her in front of the cast that I promised her I would have.
I promised you, young lady, I would not tolerate this. And I have been patient beyond belief and tolerated it for 3 weeks now.
Mom, don't do this.
I have been patient and given you fair warning, and we have even talked outside of rehearsal, but it has come to this.
Mom, please.
I have watched these good and patient actors stand here while you and I work out our little family drama, and I won't do it anymore. We have 4 more weeks of rehearsal, and you have got to let me put on my director's cap and leave my mother's hat off. You have got to put on your actress hat and leave the teenage daughter hat at home. You know what? I don't even care if you put it on in the car, but you will not do this to me again in rehearsal. And it is not too late to find another actress. Do you understand?
As I was speaking, I could see that she heard me for truth. And it broke my heart to ever have to talk like that or make a threat like that. But I stood firm.
Now, please apologize to Devin and Cindy.
I'm sorry, guys. It won't happen again.
Let me give you a hug. Dang, you're my Charlie after all.
Group hug here. I want my Charlie too.
Okay, glad everyone's feeling the love. Looks like Woodstock in here. Okay, can we get back to rehearsal? We only have half an hour left.
Of course. Let's go.
All right.
Diana was as good as her word the rest of the rehearsal process. I even promised her her favorite American Girl doll, one named Addie, as her payment. She loved that. Opening night came, and the reviewers sat in the front row. There was Bill Chittister of the Hillsborough Argus and Mark Dundas Wood from the Oregonian. And I watched from the back of the theater, and I saw them smile in spite of themselves every time Diana was on stage. And I could sense that Diana had the audience in the palms of her baby soft hands. And I knew that she was more than my daughter, more than a talented actress. I saw my flesh and blood come to life and be better than I ever was at whatever I thought my most brilliant moment was on stage. Oh, and I know what you're thinking. Every parent feels that way. But I promise it was more than that. I bet you even think the reviewers knew she was my daughter. She had a different last name than me, and they didn't know. And they said that she was a young Bette Midler when the reviews came off. Whoa! She was a strong-willed little girl with an equally strong stage presence. And I was not just a proud mother, but I was also the director of a stunning, deeply talented actress. And I had discovered her as a tiny 3-pound preemie in my arms 15 years before.
Diana, can you come help me in the kitchen, please?
Mom, I'm busy. I've got to get some homework done.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Now can I go, please?
I saw your report card.
You did?
Yes, and I am not happy about it at all.
Why not?
You know why not.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I raised 3 grades and passed all my classes. I thought you'd be happy.
I thought we agreed that if you were going to do theater, schoolwork was going to be a top priority. Otherwise,
I told you I raised my grades and I'm doing well in all of my classes.
Okay, Diana, do you think that I'm stupid? Look, I may be many things, but stupid ain't one of them.
Well, you're stupid for not liking my report card. What do you want from me anyway?
Okay, I'll ignore the first part of that, but what I want more than anything from you is honesty. And I'm going to give you an opportunity right here and right now to come clean.
I swear I do not know what you're talking about.
Okay, listen up. I'm warning you. You had better tell me the truth.
I'm not lying about anything, and I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, all right. Let me lay it on the line for you. You can act as well as Meryl Streep on stage, but in real life, you are a lousy actress. You couldn't even lie yourself out of a paper bag.
Oh, that's real cute.
Okay, tell me about this report card. I am not blind.
No, but you sure are crazy.
Okay, I am giving you every opportunity.
All of my friends say you're crazy.
Okay, I don't give a thin dime about your friends right now. I only care about you.
Well, you sure don't know how to show it.
I do not know how you can say that to me after all I do for you.
It's about a lot more than what you do for me.
Really?
Yeah, my friends are smarter than you, and they think you're a crazy, terrible mom.
Well, they sure don't act like it when I'm around. They act like they want me to be their mom.
Oh, don't kid yourself.
Okay, well, you know what? If they think I'm crazy, I'll take it as flattery and consider the source.
You do that, Miss Perfect.
Okay, listen to me now. Stop it. I can clearly see that 3 of these grades, 3 of them, have been forged. You erased them and you tried to type in new grades and you didn't even do a good job of it. I could see the eraser marks right here. How could you think I would not know?
I hate you.
Why?
You don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Diana, don't ever talk to me like that again.
I'll talk to you any way I want.
Diana, I am begging you. I am begging you to stop.
And I'm begging you to pay attention to me, to take care of me. You're always taking care of other people's kids.
Diana, I own a theater school.
I don't care. You do a lot for these other kids, but what about me, your own flesh and blood? If you would just help me with school, I might be better at it. But no, you can't. I thought I was your first priority.
You are, but the school is my job.
Your job is to be my mom. But I wish it wasn't. I wish you weren't my mom.
Don't say that, young lady. I am doing the best that I can. You need to respect that.
Like hell, you don't deserve my respect.
Diana?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mama. I didn't mean to do it. Oh, Mama, please believe me.
I saw stars. Well, actually, I saw nothing for a second, and then I saw stars. And then I heard little birdies tweeting. I was stunned. I was hurt. I was more disappointed than I had ever been on any day. You never dream when you hold your baby in your arms that one day they might belt you like Rocky Balboa. And I weighed my options pretty quickly, not really having any idea where things might go next. I thought if I hit her back, we're going down for a smackdown, rolling like the UFC. Or I could just stand back and yell as loud as I could, or I could sit down and cry pathetically, which is what I really wanted to do. Or I could just be quiet, turn my face away. which was much harder and much more effective in the long run. And this is what I did. Oh, you may not approve of my choice, and I don't blame you. Everyone they thinks they know how they would have handled it. Call me weak, call me ineffective. You may be right. Maybe this moment defined us for the rest of our teenage years. It's something that I really don't know.
Mom, I didn't mean to. Look at me. Are you all right? Please talk to me, Mom. Mama, say something. Please, please talk to me. I am so sorry. Please believe me. Mama, I'm sorry. I did it. I erased the grades, but I did it. I just didn't want you to be disappointed in me again. I'm no good at school. Please believe me, Mom. I can't believe I did that. I just reacted. I hate school. I wish I was good at it, but I'm not. I hate disappointing you. I honestly do, but I can't help it. I'm just no good at school. I wish I could be more like you, more like anyone other than myself. I'm sorry, Mom. So sorry. God, why didn't you say anything? Why didn't you yell at me? You just stood there with your back to me and said nothing. I love you, but sometimes you are just too much. You expect too much of me all the time. I'm sorry.
I didn't speak to her for 3 very long days. I still felt as if all the life had been knocked out of my mothering. And the thing that kept going around in my mind was, could this have happened? Why does she hate me so much? Doesn't she know how much I love her? What have I done wrong? When will it ever get better? And I know what you're thinking. My child would never do that to me. My child would never cold cock me. And then you might say the same self-righteous thing that I would tell someone else. Oh, don't take it personally. I know because I've done it. I've said it. But she was personal. She was my daughter. I couldn't help but take her personally because I gave birth to her personally, loved her personally, and she wasn't stupid either. Somehow, someday, some way, I prayed it wouldn't always be like this. But it was like this for a long time to come, and it got more personal, and I took it more personally the longer time went on.
Mama, I love you.
Mama, I love you. Mama, I love you. Here's a dance that I'm gonna do. Hoping you want to do it too. 'Cause I'd like to shake a leg with you. Mama, are you gonna come and see my show at school? Oh, I'm practicing my song for it.
Another bride, another June, another sunny honeymoon, another reason, another season for making whoopee. Mom, are you going to come and watch my talent show at school? I'm singing Making Whoopee, and I really want to go to Nan's Glad Rags and get an old-fashioned glamorous Hollywood star evening gown.
Oh, Mama, I am so scared about the show.
Oh, Mom, having that dress will make me the hit of the show.
I love you, Mama.
I love you, Mom.
As it turned out, I never made it to the grade school talent show. It seems that her dad and I were coming apart at the seams. And I, for some reason, couldn't pull myself together to see her shake her leg and flash her smile to an audience that was missing its most important member. Yet I remember her song, her dance, and all during the years I replay her 7-year-old brilliance like a Technicolor movie in my mind. Until she was in her 20s, I'd ask her to sing that little song from the second grade, and she always obliged. I could never get enough of it.
It's okay, Mama. I know you were busy.
God. Okay, I'll sing it for you again, but this is absolutely the last time. Here's a dance that I'm gonna do. Hope that you wanna do it too, 'cause I want to shake a leg with you.
And we did go to Nan's Glad Rags, Hillsborough's eclectic vintage clothing store. And we were such girly girls. Oh, we were having quite the time trying on these 1940s, 1950s prom gowns and evening dresses. And she picked out the most stunning, striking, dazzling, gorgeous, elegant tangerine chiffon ankle length dress you would ever see. It was dripping with rhinestones and had beading all over the deeply cut bodice. You should have seen our eyes pop out of our heads at the same time when we saw it on the rack.
Will it fit? I think it might be the one.
Oh, it was low cut and too much and too down there for a 15-year-old, but she was movie star beauty in it. I mean, really, like something out of a 1940s movie.
Please, Mom?
Oh, I couldn't say no. And it was hers. And we walked out with the dress, and I could see her smooth, pale porcelain skin glowing with dreams of knocking the socks off her teenage audience. But I was busy with a new theater and a new baby by this time, and with so many other children, I didn't make it to the talent show.
Mom. Mom. Mom, you should have seen me. I was on, like really, really on. They went wild. Everyone stood up and screamed. It was crazy. The boys whistled. Mom, it was so cool. Everybody, I mean, everybody loved the dress. Mom, I'm so sorry you couldn't come, but you would have been so proud. Uh, Actually, there is one other little thing. I guess I really put a lot of whoopee into the making whoopee part. I mean, I thought that's what the song needed, so I really whoopied it a lot. Maybe a little too much. Maybe that's why the boys went wild. But Mom, you may get a call from the vice principal because after my song was done, she pulled me off stage and she was shaking. She was so angry with me and she said my performance was inappropriate and she said it was suggestive. I just acted all innocent with her because I knew that you would like the song the way I did it. At least I think you would. I hope you're not mad or anything. I was just doing what came naturally.
And then she flashed her smile at me and floated on a cloud of adulation to her bedroom. And at just that moment, the vice principal called.
Hello.
Hello, this is Vice Principal Stafford. Is this Kim, Diana's mother?
Yes, yes, it is. How can I help you?
How are you doing?
Quite well. How are you?
I'm doing all right, but I am calling about Diana.
Oh, what about her?
Well, I'm just a little concerned about her.
And why is that?
We had an incident at the talent show.
Well, she just came home right now and she seemed perfectly fine. Actually, more than fine.
Oh, well, there's nothing wrong with her. It's just, do you know what your daughter did for the talent show?
Well, yes. Yes, she's saying making whoopee, and I'm sure she did a quite well.
So you know what song she was singing.
Yes, yes, of course.
I was so sure that you would not have allowed her to sing such a suggestive song.
Excuse me?
I mean, really, a woman of your stature in the arts community should have thought her choice through with her and selected something more seemly than making whoopee.
Huh. Well, thanks for the compliment.
There are plenty of other wonderful songs out there to choose from.
And what was wrong with making whoopee?
Well, perhaps her singing that song wouldn't have been so bad if she had not been so suggestive with her moves and tones. And oh, that dress that was inappropriate and wild, being cut so low, and oh, and how gaudy, just dripping with rhinestones and beading. And Well, altogether, it seemed like a rather inappropriate and cheap performance. She just doesn't seem like the kind of girl to perform in such a way. But I saw what she did and how the audience reacted. It was just way too unsuitable for a girl of 14.
I understand how you must feel, but Diana chose a classic American song from, um, and it doesn't matter what the name of it is. It is a wonderful, famous American musical.
Oh,
I mean, really, it would have been almost sacrilegious to have her perform it in any other way than was intended. Honestly, I am as proud as all get out that Diana put that song across so powerfully that this was the reaction she received. And Diana could have only gotten this kind of reaction from the song if she was saying it correctly and with the suggestive tones, with the choreography, and with that fabulous dress.
well, you see.
You know what? But I understand, and I do appreciate your concern, and I understand why you might think her performance was inappropriate. But she has my full support. Now, thank you for your call, and I hope you have a good night.
Well, thank you. Yeah, you too.
Well, what else could I do but defend my daughter's artistic freedom and her natural talent? And do you know something else? I still have her tangerine evening gown. 2 years passed from the night of the gown, and her adoring fans. Her freshman year of high school brought more accolades for singing and leadership and being an all around personality plus. She even won the Hugh O'Brien Youth Leadership Foundation Award, the Hoagie for short, which is all about leadership and service. I was proud with just that, but being voted on to the sophomore homecoming court at Bunko High School was the pièce de résistance for my little girl, who believed that her tightly curled hair and her round face and body and different look, her tightly curled hair, all of that kept her from being high school royalty. I even had a dress custom made for her to make her even feel more like the royalty she was. And there were always good stories to share. We drove away from school. She had friends, good, nice, interesting, smart friends, attractive friends. Katie, Jen, Mara. I mean, these weren't maybe the most popular ones, but they were in a stratosphere just below popular's rarefied air. A better place to be, really. They were attractive, intelligent, a bit quirky like Diana, and had great upbringing. I was so happy that this was the home of friends she chose to live in. There were a lot of other things that were happening behind the scenes that I didn't understand, happening during her high school days. And despite her good friendships and what she might have told me, the reality of daily high school life, her own insecurities and conflicted feelings about herself, were pushing her into dark places. And I tried, and I watched, and I prayed, and I talked. I said too much. I tried to shut up, but it seemed I wasn't too successful at any of those things. Finally, she was cast in a high school play with her friends, which, though not as satisfying as working for me, she always said, made her feel completely part of the crowd.
Mom, Miss Lancaster said the meanest thing to me today at rehearsal.
Okay, which was?
She said that just because I did shows for you didn't mean I don't have a lot to learn, and I need to be more humble and teachable in rehearsal.
Oh, okay, all right. What would have made her say that? A little attitude showing, diva die?
Mom, I swear I am quiet. I do whatever she asks. I don't put myself out there or anything. I come in, have my lines down, I don't talk back, nothing. I can't please her. She seems to hate everything that I do on stage. I think she's really just jealous of you.
Oh, come on.
Look, she's never even seen a show at Heart. I know she's looking down her nose at us.
Oh, I don't think so.
Mom, I am telling the truth. Why don't you ever believe what I say?
I'm I'm sorry, honey. I just think you ought to see things from her point of view first.
Well, why don't you say it from my point of view first? That would make me a lot happier.
I mean, I suppose you could be right, but why don't you give her the benefit of the doubt? What did she ever say to you to give you that idea?
I don't know. She just gives me that feeling. In this part she has me cast in Mom. It is so small and so boring.
Okay, there are no small parts only.
I know. Only small actors.
So, all right. So, what would be the game plan if I were directing a small, boring part with someone?
Build a character out of what is written. Read
Mhm.
anything at all anyone else in the play may have said about the character.
Right. Try to do some research. The more layers to the character, the more interesting.
I'll do it. I won't like it, but I'll do it. She's a maid for frickin' sake.
Hey, remember my Sleep Oat story?
Oh, God.
Diana, please don't say God all the time.
Yes, I know this story. You were in acting school in NYC, and the director cast you as a maid in Tartuffe, and Flupote had no lines.
Okay, well, it's actually Tartuffe, but that's right. Not one stinking line.
And all you had to do the entire first act was to stand in a corner.
Oh, I had a lot to do.
Oh, yeah, right. You had to be bored with the silly characters and try to keep yourself awake
Until the very end of the act,
when you drop off to sleep.
standing on my feet the entire time.
And the silliest of the characters comes up to you and tells you to quit
Graping at the moon.
and just slaps you in the face.
Man, she really walloped me too, night after night. But I'm telling you, I was the bomb, baby. And from that part, I got cast as the lead in another show called The Star Spangled Girl by Neil Simon. Sophie Rushmeyer.
Always a good story, Mom.
Yeah, good times. Honey, you can do this. You know, another thing is to listen, listen, listen. Don't miss a single opportunity to make this little diamond shine.
Yep. It's like stringing a necklace of pearls.
You got it. Every beat, every moment is a shiny pearl. Every word, every look is another pearl in this beautiful necklace that you're going to give the audience.
And energy.
Yes, you have to have more energy than anyone sitting on their backsides in those seats. Now, about your director.
What about her? I hate her. And I have to be nice to her for 2 more frickin' years.
Well, you've just got to shake the dust off and get back up on your feet and move past her. I'll go ahead and send her some tickets to a show. Look at the bright side. At least she's not your mother.
I have heard that story so many times, but the lesson always comes out and reminds me that there are no small parts, only small actors. It also makes me realize that you must be dedicated to theater, work hard for the parts that you want. It's hard for me because usually those parts come so easily. But when Miss Lancaster is my director, let's just say I hope this Flupote story comes true for me and I get a bigger part next time. If not, all my frustration and work on this character will be pointless. And I highly doubt, even if my mom sends her tickets, that Miss Lancaster will come and see a play at Heart. She wouldn't dare come see the show, then have to admit how much better my mother's productions are than hers. Another look on the bright side, being part of this play, I finally feel like I'm part of the in crowd. I'm doing what I love with my best friends.
I foolishly thought that once she finally had the attention of her friends and her teachers and possibly attentions of a boy, not just the wolf whistling, cat calling kind of attention she got when she made so much whoopee in the ninth grade, she would have more confidence. I didn't know much about her boy life until she was 16. You know, don't you, that as much as you think you know your child, they really have a secret life that they will not give you complete access to, invite you into, or share with you, and really, nor should they. But at the same time, I was naive as the next mother, thinking I knew everything about her. She had a life behind the smiles and behind the teenage angst that she lived in for so many more hours of the day than I could ever begin to imagine. Oh, I went to church. I prayed like the whirlwind, encouraged her to go to whatever youth group that was the most popular one in town. She wasn't biting, and she resisted most of my efforts on a spiritual plane. Of course, she was not above asking for prayers for me for the casting of leads in certain shows she wanted, or to do well on a test. And then finally, she did have the intention of one particular boy, and I did learn about that. And I learned a lot about her through that experience. And what I wanted to do was protect her. And what I wanted to do was stop the world that would hurt a child of mine. And what I wanted for her was to have the strength that I had at my age to tell this Chad so and so where to go. And what I wanted for her was to believe in her self-worth. Well, high school came and went. Chad went the way he came, a small young man with a tennis racket, into a state college. And Diana, well, the greatest challenges of her young life are waiting for her in the next few short years. One day, just after high school, when she was 19, she came to see me in a beautiful flowery sundress. It was summertime, and this wasn't like her, as she was self-conscious about her rounded arms. But when she turned her back to me, I saw what she intended me to see. A life-size damselfly tattoo on her back, just under her shoulder. I can see that damselfly now, just as I see her dancing away from me out of my reach. Now, some time passed since the early years of Heart Theater. From 1994 and on, I had sold it, and it became a thriving regional theater. And Diana and I were so proud of Heart's success. But Diana was in her late teens and going into her early 20s now, and she drifted away from her love of stage life. And life for Diana became a tangle of failed relationships, a dark time in the theater of life. And then came Brian and Chris, another Brian, and finally another Chris, believe it or not. And during these 4 or 5 years, Diana and I danced around each other. I chased after her as though she were still my little lolly sunshine, singing Shake a Leg, trying to revive the happy days when we did things together in theater, praying for her, bringing her back to church with me occasionally, and asking others to pray, weeping over our lost time together. I missed her so much during her early adult years.
Traces of lipstick and lingering perfume, the ramblings of a delusional diva, a legend in her own mind. Sunday, April 21st, 2002. Why am I doing this? Call it peer pressure, the need to conform, poor judgment, bad taste, boredom. Where to start? I am incredibly plagued by something. My boyfriend's ex-girlfriend. Even as the self-actualized, self-realized female that I am, moments of jealousy like these send me into an insecure, self-doubting spiral of emotions. I just want to sit in my bathtub, blasting man-hating indie punk girl rock, devouring a pint or two of Ben & Jerry's. Oh, please, Goddess up above, stop me before it becomes an obsession. Let me realize the beautiful, fierce creature that I am and do away with all these feelings of bitchiness and cattiness. I am woman. Hear me roar. Amen. I need a new lipstick. That always makes me feel better. Tuesday, April 23rd, 2002. I got a job. I'm going to be a pre-first grade teacher at a local private school. Gosh, this is a blessing and a half. Ask and you shall receive. Anyway, I have an audition tonight. I haven't been on stage in over a year. This has been the longest hiatus of my life. I miss theater so much, but I'm not sure if I'm ready for this. So much has happened to me since my last time under those hot lights. I feel like I've morphed into this jaded version of myself. The innocence that once made me the perfect ingenue, it's all but gone. I'm a totally different actress than I used to be. Recently, I've done nothing but work on myself internally, trying to strip away old facades, bad habits, and such. At 23, I am more real than I have ever been in my life. I'm so raw that sometimes I can barely stand to be in my own skin. Sometimes I do miss the girl that I used to be. Other times, glad to see her gone. It is getting easier to look in the mirror. Wednesday, April 24th, 2002. I got the part. I got the part in the Neil Simon play I auditioned for yesterday. Oh my goodness. I am on such a pink cloud right now. It's the last of the Red Hot Lovers, and I'm playing Bobby. I haven't been on stage in such a long time. Oh my gosh, I'm so unbelievably excited.
I call this the last act of Diana's life. The church, the doctor, the hospital. In early 2004, she asked to go back to church with me, and I knew that she was 3 months pregnant and might be going this path alone except for me. She had been engaged to be married at that time. The baby was too much for her fiancé to handle, and they had to break their. She enrolled to be received into the church in time for Easter. It was her choice. It was a beautiful time in our life again. Visits to the OBGYN, hearing her baby's heartbeat for the first time, shopping for maternity clothes, being mom and daughter together, waiting for the new baby. Palm Sunday, my beautiful daughter, her baby safely filling up with life inside of her, stood in front of me as I was her sponsor into the church.
I anoint you in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Oh, 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 oh.
She had a routine gallbladder surgery and should be able to go home tomorrow since it was for a single gallstone. Everything went well.
Okay. I guess is it common to do surgery on pregnant girls these days?
Yes, especially when we do surgery laparoscopically.
What does laparoscopy mean?
Well, it means much fewer problems, and Diana remains she remains healthy because of it. It's a piece of cake.
Well, she is my only girl, and out of 6 children, 5 boys surround her, and she's awful precious to me.
Yes, I understand. Piece of cake. I'm leaving town, and we'll have Diana released tomorrow. Dr. Fisher from our practice will take my patients while I'm gone.
Okay, but now I do have to travel with her younger brother to pick him up from a school in Idaho and take him back to another school at Matt Bachelor, and I'll be with him for about 2 days. Will that be okay? I mean, I wouldn't leave if I didn't have to, but what I was thinking is I'd leave her at home in the care of my good friend. She is a nurse.
That should be fine.
Okay, thank you so much for taking care of her, doctor.
Mom, oh, Mom, it hurts. Mom, it hurts.
Honey, let me get a nurse. Let me get a nurse. My daughter needs help, please. She's in a lot of pain. Somebody help, please.
What's going on?
I'm in a lot of pain.
Dr. Daniels just left, and he said he was going out of town.
Yes, he's clocked out. Another doctor will be checking on your daughter.
Who? He mentioned Dr. Fisher?
Yes, I don't know. Yeah, I'll check for you. She's in a lot of distress right now.
Her pain seems so bad, and it just it started so suddenly.
Mom, please. It is really bad. Oh, God, Mom, please help me.
I'm trying, Diana, honey. The nurse is here.
Oh, Mom, it's so bad. What about, is my baby all right?
Honey, I'm sure the baby is fine. Babies get lots of protection from their moms.
I'll go see if we can get her more pain meds.
Okay.
Will it be bad for my baby?
We'll take care of you and your baby, but it's not good for your heart rate to be up so high from the pain.
Mom.
What, honey?
Mom.
What? Why does her stomach look so big? She's only 14 weeks pregnant. She wasn't showing before.
Well, maybe because she's been lying in bed this whole time, her stomach looks bigger than it is.
Mom.
Yes, Diana, honey, I'm right here.
Mom, I've never felt this bad before.
Oh, okay. I'm getting help. Please, somebody help. My daughter needs help right away.
Mom.
Honey, I'm here.
Mom, it's too much. It's too much. Mom, please, I need to die.
Don't say that. Don't ever say that. Please, somebody help. Diana, I'm going to go get the baby's heart monitor. What do they call it?
The Doppler, Mom, the Doppler.
Okay,
please.
I can get her more pain meds, but she's on a law already.
Okay, what is happening? The doctor said that she could go home tomorrow, but she can't go home like this.
I can see that.
Okay, please. She asked for the Doppler. She wants to hear the baby's heartbeat.
Okay, I'll go get it.
Okay, Diana, honey, sweetheart, they're getting you more pain meds and the Doppler.
Mom, it's Easter week. I'm supposed to be in church every day. I want to be
honey.
received into the church.
Honey, don't worry about that now.
Mom, I feel like I'm dying.
Okay. Okay. Here's the Doppler, honey. Oh, her heart rate seems to be coming down. Please, whenever she wants to hear the baby's heartbeat, please let her.
Of course, no problem.
When will the doctor be by?
It's Easter weekend. They're all gone.
You mean to tell me there isn't a surgeon to check on her?
I'll put out a call.
Mom, read each Easter scriptures to me.
Okay, honey, let me find the get in. Oh, there we go.
So began Easter Vigil, Saturday to Sunday. That same night, Diana had 3 more surgical procedures. From Palm Sunday 2004 on, Diana was a prisoner, captive to pain, discomfort, worry, fear, multiple ever-changing faces of doctors, nurses, and hospitals. During this time, she changed hospital rooms no less than 30 times in 110 days of hospitalization. Some days we would go to see her in the morning and not be able to find out what room she had been moved in until the afternoon. She began to complain daily to her doctors of chest pain and difficulty breathing. We never knew what to expect from one day to the next. She continued to complain about pain, lack of oxygen, shortness of breath, and could no longer take walks. And she especially loved the walks because she would go to the other side of the hospital, to Dornbecker's, where the children were patients. She would talk to them and cheer them up, which is, I suppose, in turn helped her. And even with all the tubing hooked up to her, she'd take them down the hallway and make those daily walks to see the children. This pain that caused her to stop that had now been going on for over a month, and no one was listening to Diana. All they did was give her all kinds of anti-anxiety medication, which only made her slur her speech and be unable to remember one sentence to the next. We had just been able to start talking to each other again, and now we couldn't even do that. Her pain and discomfort continued, and one day, on my millionth trip from Hillsborough to the hospital in Portland, I called the new doctor who was overseeing part of her care, because at one point, Diana had 10 teams of doctors all at once without one person overseeing all of those teams. And I told this new doctor to stop sending in psychiatrists because my daughter was telling the truth about her pain. That the pain and discomfort were coming from the center of her chest. And I demanded that they investigate for themselves where this pain was coming from. And let me just say this. Be prepared to feel some discomfort in your own hearts when I reveal to you what they discovered.
Thank you, Dr. Fisher. Thank you for finally realizing that my daughter's complaints are real. And
Yes,
thank you for trying to find the source.
Yes, ma'am. That's what we're trying to do. I can tell you what we know of her situation so far. Why don't we step out into the hallway
okay,
so
sure.
we don't wake Diana?
All right. Please, what is going on with my daughter?
These are the times when it makes my job very hard. We found out that your daughter has an antibiotic-resistant bacteria. It's called MRSA. It's infiltrated through your daughter's PICC line, the line that carries all the nutrition to her and to her baby. To add to that, Diana is now in her 26th week of pregnancy. She's experiencing liver and heart failure as well.
Is that why her skin is green?
Yeah, because of the MRSA. She has septicemia. Septicemia is characterized by low blood platelet levels. Her count is around 12. A normal count should be in the hundreds. Her low platelet level is the cause of that green tint in her skin.
No, not again, Dr. Fisher. This has been going on since April. It is now July. How much longer? Please help us. I mean, we know that the baby's going to be okay, but Diana, please.
Look, this is trouble, but we're going to try all that we can to fix this. But for now, that just means we're going to try every MRSA antibiotic medication out there until we find one that works. And it has to be compatible with the baby, too.
Mom?
What is it, Di?
Hello, Dr. Fisher. Hi, Brooke. What's going on?
The doctor was just updating us and telling us what they found.
Mom, I'd rather not hear it just yet.
I need to catch up with another patient, okay? Look,
Okay.
I will be back to check on you.
All right. Thank you, doctor.
So, Brooke, how long have you worked here?
Almost 3 years now.
You got any family around?
Oh boy, do I. Emphasis on boy. I have 3 younger brothers, no sisters. It's crazy.
You have 3.
Yeah, I know, it's a lot. Why is she laughing?
Well, because I have 5 younger brothers. All of them are pure boy. I love them.
Why do you say pure boy?
Well, I say that mainly because they love to watch him play sports. They play baseball, basketball. One's even into ultimate fighting.
Oh my.
Why? Are your brothers not like that?
No, not really. They're nerds, for lack of a better word. They love math and science. One of them, Matthew, is the stats boy on the baseball team. So he's on a team, but he loves the scoring of the baseball team. They do tend to get hurt when they do experiments, though, especially against gravity. So all those broken bones.
Oh, yes, we know about those, huh?
Any trips to the ER with a broken arm,
Yeah.
nose, or leg? I guess that's a
No matter
universal
what
thing
they
with
do.
boys.
Yeah, no matter what they do, they seem to get in trouble and find a way to break something or hurt themselves in some way.
Oh, ain't that the truth?
That must be the meaning of pure boy.
Oh.
Okay. Oh dear. Let me. I think it's time for some more medication. I was gonna ask the doctor if we can get you started on some of that new stuff. See how that works. I'll be right back.
Mom, I don't want to die. You know something? I can feel people praying for me, even though they aren't in the room with me.
Yes, Tootsie Roll. They are. They're praying for you all over the country, all over the world. They're praying for you. The wonders of today's technology, huh?
It's amazing. All over the world.
Yeah.
With all of those people, it's no wonder I can strongly feel all of their prayers for me. They are giving me the strength that I need to deliver this precious being inside of me. I think I need a little extra right now, so will you pray for me?
Of course. Dear Heavenly Father, please be with my daughter right now. Show her the strength that I know she has inside of her. Let her feel it too. Father God, let her know that you are present and protecting her. Father, please be with the doctors, each and every one of them, as they help my little girl to deliver her little girl, healthy and beautiful. Please, God, allow this baby to be healthy. Remind the doctors and the importance of my baby and Diane.
That's nice, Mom, but we've got to get going here.
Amen.
Not long after, they brought the baby out into the neonatal ICU nursery, all equipped to care for preemies. They brought my baby's baby to us, Julia Bell Brookins, and she was amazing, beautiful and energetic, all 29 weeks, 2.9 pounds of her. And she had just enough blonde Tweety Bird puff on her little noggin to make you want to smile for miles. But while family and friends were crowded around the baby, I snuck away. I went to the doors of the OR to wait for Diana to come out. After all, Diana was my baby and would always be first in my heart. Soon the doors popped open and the medical team raced Diana through to the cardiac ICU, where she would be prepped for the bovine transplant surgery the next day. But again, there were complications and the surgery was postponed. And to everyone's delight, Diana had improved in a few days now that the baby had been delivered. And within a few days, talk of the valve surgery was put off until Diana grew stronger. And Diana begged to go home. You know, we couldn't say no to her. So she came home. The doctor said she could go home for a break, but she would still need more surgery. On Wednesday, July 21st, we took Diana home and we settled her into a new room, which we believed she would need for quite a while. On that Friday, I took her back to the hospital to see the baby. We arrived at the hospital's NIC unit, and the good nurses offered Diana therapy for bonding and being close to her baby while her baby was still in the hospital. And they sat her in a rocking chair and they wrapped her around and around with her little peanut tucked in here beside her in warm blankets. And they let them sit in peace together. And this was the only time that Diana held her baby. She lost nearly 50 pounds during her hospital stay.
Oh, I can see you are gonna be trouble, you little snickle Fritz. I heard you already captured the hearts of your audience with your long-awaited entrance. That's my girl. You know, you captured my heart too, long before you entered the stage of life. Oh, the stage. I can't wait for you to get into the theater. We'll be unstoppable with you and me and Grandma. Imagine if our whole family got in on the act. We'd be magical. I have so many hopes for you. I want you to know that I will be proud of you no matter what you want to do, even if you want to do sports like your uncles. But you have to promise me you'll at least try theater. Promise? You are so beautiful. That is something I want you to remember always. And another thing is, I don't just love you. I love you so much that there are no words. You want to know how much I love you? This much. I adore you and your little blonde puff of hair. I could look at you all day and night.
Diana, I can already tell that she loves you. I hate to take you two away from each other, but I think it's time for little Julia Bell to get some rest.
Okay, time passed pretty quickly. I couldn't stop staring at her for the longest while at the beginning of our time.
She is something, isn't she? Just a little ball of energy.
Oh, yes. She's my little ball of energy. Can I have a few more moments with her?
Of course. I'll be back in a bit.
It was clear that Diana was incredibly weak. Her breathing and shortness of breath were very apparent, and I begged the nurses at the hospital to readmit her, but they said we would have to go back through the ER. And the last time we did that, it was 18 hours before they had a room for her. Diana couldn't bear that. She asked to be taken home, so we obliged. The next day was Saturday, and Diana and I agreed that I would take her back to see Julia on Sunday after I got back from her younger brother's championship baseball game. And while I was at the game, I called her to check on her. The rest of the family were checking on her too. And so I left the rest of the family at the baseball game after they were celebrating the win. And I went home to check on my daughter, get her ready to take her see her daughter. I walked in the house. It was quiet, which was unusual because Diana always had the TV on at the hospital 24 hours a day. And I walked into her room and I saw the new dress that I had bought for her and that was on the bed. So I checked our shower that I had all set up for her. But I realized she had not been in the shower. So I went back to her room and I saw for the first time what I could not see before. She was wearing her new dress, but she was not there anymore.
Saturday, July 13th, 2002. I've been incredibly lax in my duties to this said blogger thing. So sue me. The internet is not my life, but I will try to continue. I haven't journaled in a long time. I did all through high school, so I have all these incredibly lame notebooks filled with teenage witticisms, critiques about life, death, and homework. I open those and look back on my adolescence and think, gosh, I was such a dork. But it does serve as a reminder of just how far I've come. I mean, I used to think I was so tortured, so lost.
I realize now I was just a teenager, a very normal 16-year-old girl.
Why, God? Why? My faith was so strong in you. I believed that you would protect my little girl. Please, please give her back to me. I know you can do it. Even if you couldn't make her better, I know you could raise her up just like you did Lazarus. Oh, how his family rejoiced. I need that joy too. She was my heart, my little girl. Will you do that for me? Will you do for me what you did for Lazarus? My belief in you is so strong. You were all powerful creator of the universe. My God. Why is my belief in you not enough? Please. Why is my faith not strong enough for you to bring my daughter back to me, God? Why?
It was Sunday, July 25th, National Patient Safety Day. One by one, the paramedics came, the doctors came, the neighbors came. And even on that day, nothing went right because they accidentally sent me to the wrong hospital. But eventually I ended up where they took my daughter. When her brother Jonathan, a former Oregon State champion wrestler, came into the room, he said, I always thought I had laid it all down with my wrestling injuries and my broken bones, but no one has laid it all down like my sister. She laid everything down. Later on, I made a promise to God that I would never darken the door of a theater so long as I lived because I didn't have my Diana. I said I would never, ever have anything to do with theater again.
Good job, everyone. Let's take a break.
A break? I want to keep going.
I admire that, but we should stop and get to know each other better.
If we must.
All right. Let's go around and tell each other what plays we were in there and one thing you want the rest of us to know. And if you feel comfortable, you can also say how you came here to be with us.
I'm Leah Quinn, and I was not only in my elementary school plays, but I'm also taking ice skating lessons. I love Nancy Kerrigan. I play mainly flowers, but what would have been my next show? I was going to play fairy number 2. But then I came here. They're just silly grade school productions anyway.
Leah Quinn, don't call them silly. You want to know a secret? I started out in grade school productions. That's where I first fell in love with theater.
Really? Just like me? Then what?
Well, then I did a show where my mother was the director. Enough about me. Is that all you wanted to share?
Yeah. No, wait. I want to say that I'm proud to have been in those grade school productions.
Glad to hear it. Thank you, Leah Quinn.
My turn. I'm Lewis, and I really don't know where to start. I don't think I can narrow it down to one thing I want you guys to know.
I understand that can be hard, so whatever you want to say, you have the stage.
Thank you, Diana. I love to learn, and I can never get enough information. My teachers never knew what to do with me when they taught a lesson because most of the time I already knew what they were teaching. My mom was also good at feeding me any and all knowledge that she could. She told me that even when I was little, she would read poetry to me and tell me different facts here and there, and I guess I just soaked it up like a sponge. My family liked to call me their walking encyclopedia. I especially loved World War II. I had memorized a piece that Time magazine ran on an anniversary of Pearl Harbor and became enthralled with that war from then on. I really looked up to my grandfather, Ken Blackman, who was a World War II combat veteran. Sorry if I'm boring you.
No, not at all.
Yeah, it's nice hearing more about you. Go on.
Well, thank you. Let's see. Another thing I want you to know about me, I know I always love to make my classmates laugh. I was a class clown, and I guess I can talk about my stage life. I was on the stage since I was very little and did numerous plays. I did the whole Charlie Brown series, which was really cool. I was actually in Dr. Dolittle there. I played Gub Gub. Oink, oink, oink. And I also played Jackie in Cheaper by the Dozen.
No way, you're joking.
I'm telling you the truth. From what I understand, we can't lie here.
That is so cool.
Why?
Well, you won't believe this, but I played Jackie's older sister Ernestine. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. This is so cool. You and I were stage brother and sister, but we didn't know it. And now we get to meet each other.
I love being Jackie. He was such a little pain in the butt.
Like all good little brothers are supposed to be. I ought to know. I've had a lot of practice with pain in the butt little brothers, all 5. 1 or 2 of my brothers were on stage a time or 2, but this is kind of cool now that I have a brother who's been in countless shows.
Yeah, I guess it is cool. I was an older brother there, but since I'm here, I'll tag along after you. Wait, who got here first anyway?
Hey, sport. They don't do things by who got here first, seniority or anything like that. It's not what you think. Who you are, the real you. That's what it's all about here. The real you, Lewis. It's a beautiful thing, and everyone here loves you unconditionally. No one cares about age, hair color, eye color, abilities, disabilities, language you speak, whether you read or write, your height. They love your talent, your heart, your you-ness. Love, love, love.
So, how did we all end up here? Is it just because, as you said, we were all stage brothers and sisters and didn't know it?
No.
Well, why is it us here together? How weird is it that we all happen to like theater?
Timing is everything. We met here because our moms met there.
Why did they meet?
Well, I came here due to a mistake in my care at the hospital.
Me too.
Me too. I remember overhearing a conversation that my parents were having, and I heard something about how my declining health was due to an error in my medicine.
See? We met here because they met there. Our moms are fighting in our honor to make sure that this kind of thing doesn't happen to others. It's an amazing way that they have things set up here. I heartily approve. Very well thought out. I mean, I would have never thought of doing things this way, but it works. And it is so smooth and effortless, but still exciting and fun and interesting.
Man, woman, you sure talk a lot.
Yeah, I know. They all say that here, but here they like it. And what's even better, they let me finish my sentences. Anyway, when our moms decided to band together down there, they are performing their ultimate act of love for us. And that love is what has brought us together here.
So, are there more kids coming? We're a little short with this cast and an audience.
I can play a few parts. You want to hear my Polynesia?
The parrot?
Go ahead, Diana. Woo!
Hi,
Hello there. What's your name?
my name is Josie. You can call me Joe, just not Jojo.
Just like my youngest brother.
Why am I here? This looks like a theater, not a baseball diamond. I'm not an actor, I'm an athlete. I played shortstop for my baseball team. This must be a mistake.
Well, they don't make mistakes here. You are even more like him than I thought. But
Really?
Really?
See, you can join us. It doesn't matter what you did there. It's you who matters here, not what you did.
Well, if you want to know what play we're putting on, it's called Dr. Doodle-Loo. Dr. Doodle-Loo.
Dr. Doolittle, but you were close.
Dr. Doolittle?
Mm-hmm.
We all met here because our moms met there.
Is that how you came to be here?
I guess so.
Yeah, that's how we all came together.
Can I say something else?
And you said I talk a lot. Yes, Lewis, what do you want to say?
Well, I think you're right about the reason being that our moms are fighting in our honor, but it's more than that. What I mean is, we were all considered what is called shiny people. We stood out in life not only to our parents and families, but to our friends and teachers and everyone who we came in contact with. We are still very special people who aren't satisfied with normal lives and blending in with the crowd.
Well, I had always wanted to be part of the crowd.
I don't mean to sound rude, but were you ever really part of the crowd, even when you thought you were?
I suppose not. I always stood out and enjoyed being out in the spotlight, center stage.
Yeah, I loved being out on stage too.
See, you could never be part of the crowd because you were born to stand out.
Even with me having played sports, I always enjoyed being part of the team. Yes, but I wanted to shine out. I couldn't help not doing it either.
It is not in our hearts and mind to be content with normal. We had to excel at all we did, and that is why we are here together.
Might be right, Lewis. So, Josie, will you join us?
Can you make animal noises?
Ruff, ruff, ruff.
There you go. You are a natural.
Nice.
You will be fine. I even produced the world premiere of a play about being a sportscaster called The Desk. So I think I'm up for the challenge of directing this play, and our needs will be met. We will have our other animals, and as far as the audience goes, it's always standing room only in this place. Everybody shows up. Sometimes we even get a standing ovation.
Sometimes? You mean standing ovations aren't mandatory here?
Remember, things are real here. Not everything is a perfect mountaintop experience. That wouldn't be fun or real or interesting, would it? So we still have to work on our acting chops and give it our very best. The audience deserves it. My mother always reminded me to give it my all at every performance. I know she was always supportive of me, whether she was the director, part of the cast, in the audience, even when she was unable to see my performance. She was supporting me, and she is now. I know she was, is, always will be proud of me.
My mom never missed a performance of mine. Thank you, Mom.
Well, my mom missed a few of my performances. I understand, though. I don't think I ever told her I forgave her, but I will now. Mom, I forgive you.
I'm sure she knows it now.
Yeah, I suppose she does. We were loved, eh?
We were loved there for sure.
Give me a hug and a bug. Those that are still there, they still love us, even though we're here.
Hey, what's that light for? Diana, this seat has your name on it.
Wowza! I don't know what to say.
It's cool, that's what it is. Everyone who comes to the theater will know who you are.
Now I really know that I belong here.
Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. Little ones to him belong. They are weak, but he is strong. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. The Bible tells me so. Oh, my daughter, you're here.
You won't believe the setup they have for me in heaven. We're working on Dr. Doolittle.
You always wanted to direct that. How's it going?
Wonderfully. We need a few more, but when they come, I'll have them whipped into shape for you so we can work together again. So we can all work together one day.
Oh, my sparkle plenty girl. My Damselfly.
Oh, Mom.
Oh, Mom, what?
I just love you.
I love you too.
That moment lasted forever and a second. I was as close to peace in that moment as I had ever been since you climbed that path to God. Just your babe and I in the rocking chair, and you right there with us, embracing us. And in the center of the aftermath, there was for one moment, in 1 second, an eternity of peace. I took a picture, and you can view it in my heart, because it will stay there forever. You, my damselfly, will stay.